Did you say the culture pillars pound of fish this week? What's that mean to the guys?
Oh, it's just a way. It's really all 5 of the pillars. Wad them all up at once, and it's a mindset. Today we use the example, Inky Johnson. Just life's going to give you smack. I mean, there's nobody in here. Some bad's already happened today at some point today, and how do you deal with it? It's a pound the fist mentality. It's a chapter in the book. It's not the whole book. There's going to be a period in your life where it causes you to stop at the end of a sentence, where it's just going to be a comma. And you never want to mistake, a comma and a period. You never want to get those things confused. It's always just a part of the story. It's not the whole story. So we had a few guys share examples, of some things that were some smacks in their life right now, and how they're going to respond to it.
Jeff, how much of a challenge is it for your defense to prepare for a team like Army on a short week?
Yeah, it's different for sure, and they've done a good job, and they've gotten better each week at doing it. So it's always a short deal. It's difficult anytime you play on a short week, but especially when you're going against something so different.
Given that they've changed their offense a little bit from the last meeting, are there still principles you guys carry over from one prep to the next, or is it kind of a fresh look at them?
No, there's nothing that's carrying over. It's a total different deal.
We're going to talk to, at least we're thinking about talking to DeJuan Griffin today. I'm curious, how have you seen him play so far this season when he's gotten back up to speed?
Yeah, he's still not all the way there yet, but so he's played really well, but he's going to continue to get better.
What have you made of that cornerbacks room in general to have, Cam coming in here, adding to what you already had with Nick and the other guys?
Yeah, I think Cam's played really well. Of course, we knew Nick was coming back and was going to be a good player for us, but and we thought DeJuan was really coming on last year before he hurt his hamstring, so we expected that to happen.
You said before the year and in the offseason that this defensive line group seems like potentially the strength of the team. How have you felt about what that unit's brought to the production-wise overall this season?
Yeah, they do. They've done exactly like we thought they would do. They're deep, they're athletic, they're big, and they're a good group. They like each other. They share reps. When you look at the total rep count last week of all those guys, and it's amazing how they're just okay. They trust us, and they know it's going to be a long year, and they like each other. So it's a really great group. They're fun. They're always laughing and cutting up. And just a good group. I enjoyed them. Enjoyed recruiting them, and enjoyed being around them every day. Coach Haynes has done a really good job with those guys.
That's got to be a different mentality, knowing you're giving up some of your reps, right, to let your teammate go in.
Yeah, we've played 3 deep as long as we've been here, and our guys have bought into that. EBE, they all eat, and they're fun to coach. They really are.
We talked before the year about Tremaine carrying a little extra weight this year and how that would translate. How have you seen him perform with that added benefit?
Yeah, you can see in the game where he's just literally leaning on people and pushing them back now, where that used to not be his deal. So he's maintained his quickness, but he's gotten stronger. He's more powerful.
What are you seeing out of French and Avery at that linebacker position next to Jamal? It seems like both of them are settling in pretty good.
Yeah, Avery's really come on. It's the 2 best games he's ever had in his career. I believe he's been a triangle 1 or 2 weeks in a row. He's really come on. Martavius is very talented. He was a Triangle Award winner as well. So it's pretty good when 2 guys are in the other spot are both getting T-shirts. So really proud of both those young men.
What do you think has led to Trey Moore has 4 sacks through 2 games? What do you think has led to that so far?
Well, Trey is relentless. He's very quick. He's athletic. And we do our best to put him in positions where we think are favorable for Trey to have success.
Have you guys done anything different defensively to generate the amount of pressure you have, or is it guys just kind of winning their matchups up front?
It's just a style of offenses that we've played. We've played 2 teams that present a different kind. I mean, you probably won't see that this week because you're seeing a different style of offense. So I think style of offense and just a bunch of kids returning. A lot of guys that have played a lot of ball for us that know the scheme real well and bought into the culture.
The play of the defensive backfield seems like it's improved from this time last year. Is that something you guys have noticed or worked on, or is it just getting new personnel in or having depth there?
You know, it's a good question. I'm trying to just think. Losing Cliff was a big loss,
Yeah.
but getting Rashad back was a big advantage. It's just familiarity. I mean, Cliff is gone, but Kalechi's back. I mean, Javon Devon's back. I mean, there's so many guys back there. I'm just trying to think of anybody that's new out there playing. And I guess it'd be Cam at corner.
And Elliott some too.
Yeah.
Elliott, now there's a good example, but he played a lot of college football last year.
Yeah.
And that's what's expedited the turnaround of a lot of these teams is you're getting a lot of transfers that have played a lot of football already. So there's just a lot of familiarity on defense, which is the kind of the opposite right now on our offensive side. You know, we've got a lot of turnover and change, and it's just hard to get good when you haven't played a lot.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to hear that because we're in a microwave society, right? And we just want it. Give me my popcorn. You know, give me my whatever. Give me my nachos in 25 seconds. Let me crush them. Or sometimes, you know, a good old barbecue that sits out there and simmers and slowly cooks is a really good meal. It just takes a little while to get that meal. And that's where we're trying to get to offensively right now. We're just trying to get better a little bit every day.
We've gotten a little glimpse of Robert Henry the last couple of weeks. What does he bring to the running back room that's a little bit different or maybe stands out?
He's a really good athlete. He's really good with the ball in his hand, and he's just learning the offense still. We're still getting some things worked out, but as the year progresses, you know, he'll continue to show he's too talented not to.
What's your philosophy on rotating guys when you have obviously a workhorse back like Kavorian, but then Rocco and Robert have both shown that they kind of deserve some run too?
We'd like to get to the point where it's a two-headed monster for sure, with a third one going out there when we feel comfortable. But we're just not quite there yet with just some things we got to get cleaned up still.
What do you assess the play of your tight end group? Obviously, you lost Dan in the first game. That was kind of a big loss for that group, right?
Yeah, he's a really good football player. So Houston and Cam have come out there and done well. And we got to get the ball in Oscar's hands more. We've not done a very good job of getting the ball to him. So we've got to do a better job schematically, just getting him targeted.
One of the things we didn't get to ask you about after the game, there was a couple of scenarios where it seemed like Frank was upset with something related to getting some calls in from the sideline maybe, or was there some issue with the communication there, or what happened?
No, it was just some guys on the field look at the wrong signaler, and it's kind of hard when your quarterback's telling you to do something and you think you saw something else, and it's frustrating, especially when there's 50,000 people screaming, your head coach is screaming, your coordinator's screaming, and sometimes it gets a little feisty out there, man. It's a fun environment. Thank you.
All right, Jeff, appreciate it.